Ready to break on race 1. Size Produce Stakes Day, Blamey Stakes Day, they're away. Princess to Here began okay. Duo took a left-hand turn at the start and will be compelled to come down the flat rail all on its own. Over on the grandstand, and Reactive was one of the first out from White Robe, and away quickly is Flighting and Princess to Here. Titanic Rose is working up farther away from the rails to be right on the pace now, and Danzel follows it, followed by Gantry and Delandis towards the tail end, and Duo is already looking to be a fair way back over on the flat side rail. They're at the 500-metre mark now, and Titanic Rose well away from the fence has gone to the lead. It's Titanic Rose in front from Reactive close to the outside rail in company with Danzel. Flighting is just off them. Princess to Here working into the clear. Gantry is coming home well in the orange with the black cap, and Duo on the flat side on its own at the 200. It's Titanic Rose in front. Gantry starting to peg it back quickly though, and they're followed by Princess to Here and Danzel, but Gantry took the lead with 100 to go. Titanic Rose coming back. Gantry's 3/4 clear though, and Gantry takes out the first, and next to Princess to Here, who finished well. Titanic Rose third, then White Robe and Danzel. Behind these were Reactive, then Duo down on the flat side. Flighting weakened out of it, and last to finish was Deland. And they're off now. And Loose Rose a little slow down on the inside. Callandoon was one of the first to bound out. Duke Crazy got out well with the favourite White Hart Lane deeper out, and Enchanting Rose is prominent as they settle fully. Callandoon the leader by the 1800 metres, about a half length clear to White Hart Lane. Enchanting Rose a length and a half away third on the inside, and then came Archway Angel and Duke Crazy together. Wonder Master Cover followed by Loose Rose and Light Start with Othapus on their outside and improving. Out near the 1500 metres, and Callandoon still on top, led by a neck to White Hart Lane, who's anxious to go a little faster second. 2 lengths behind these is Enchanting Rose in third placing. Archway Angel a length and a quarter away fourth. Othapus is wider out and about the midfield at the moment, followed by Duke Crazy and Master Cover, and 2 lengths to Light Start with Loose Rose on the rail last of all. Now 1200 metres to go, and White Hart Lane, after pulling a bit early, has strode to the lead by a length and a half to Callandoon. Enchanting Rose nearly a length back in third placing, followed by Duke Crazy on the rail. Then came Othapus tracking out 3 wide, followed by Archway Angel, 1-2 Master Caver, and a couple to Light Start, who races outside Loose Rose. White Hart Lane led, 850 metres to go. Coming down the side, Enchanting Rose moved up to second. Callandoon is third. Just pushed along a touch on the inside from Othapus and Duke Crazy. 2 lengths to Master Caver on the rails. Light Start begins a run out wide, followed by Archway Angel and Loose Rose. At the 600 they corner. Favourite on top, White Hart Lane from Enchanting Rose second as they come to the turn. Callandoon in behind them. Othapus running on in the white sleeves. Wider out Loose Rose getting to the extreme outsiders making ground. And then Master Cover, who's starting to weave through, but by the 400 White Hart Lane by a length and a half, Enchanting Rose and Othapus. Callandoon down on the inside and Loose Rose wider out from Master Cover. White Hart Lane's headed now by Othapus out in the middle of the track, who's gone to the lead. Callandoon against the fence. Loose Rose next. Then Light Start, but Othapus clear with 100 to go. Loose Rose second at the moment. Then Light Start and Duke Crazy, but Othapus is clear, about 2 lengths in front, and Othapus takes it out by 2. Duke Crazy second, a half head to Light Start and Loose Rose close up. Then came Archway Angel, Enchanting Rose a break. Callandoon and White Hart Lane, they both tied badly, and Master Cover was struggling a good way out, was last in. Stand by for numbers here. Othapus is likely to come grandstand side, the lot of them. Radio Sky playing up. Alongside Hard Rider, who had a similar horrible. Tessa is alongside her in 2. They're away. Miss Powerbird and Princessa both began okay with calming. Radio Sky was a touch slow to move. Hard Rider got out well with Arrogance, and Dennis slew over on the outside. Now Miss Powerbird's dropping in for a bit of a trail through the early part of the race, and at the 850 it's Hard Rider zipping over to the outside rail to lead from calming, and Princessa's moved up to be with those horses in the pink colours, lying third, and just behind them is Arrogance. Miss Powerbird well off the rail. Radio Sky just inside her, and Dennis slew towards the tail near the outside rail. They're inside the 600 metres now, and it's Hard Rider against the outside rail. Calming in the red cap, and Princessa, who's the widest of these 3 by the 400 metres. Arrogance gets over their heels, and Miss Powerbird's putting in her claim, but she's the widest runner as they head along towards the 250, and it's Princessa trying to go with Arrogance and Miss Powerbird on the far side. They're inside the 200. Princessa giving something. Miss Powerbird coming after it, the clock tower, and Arrogance is in the middle. 100 metres metres to go, and Princessa responding to Stephen Baster with Arrogance. Princessa and Arrogance head bobbing go. They hit the line. I think Arrogance might have wanted a nose to Princessa, close between the two. Heads are out of sync, and Miss Powerbird is third. Long break to Radio Sky, followed by Calming, and behind them is Dennis Lou, and Hard Rider dropped out to finish last of all. Ready for the sires. Off. All Carriage won the jump on the inside, and Toscanos got away well. Prosecution pushing up right behind them and going forward as Barossa, Broadway and Mustagula's up there as well, as they've settled into stride by the 1200 metres. All Carriage from Barossa, Broadway and Toscanos third. Mustagula neck back fourth. Wonderla Lagoon, she's moving up into fifth placing. Yorkshire Lass handily placed on the rail, and then Valkyrian a length and a half to Spectatorial off the speed today, followed by Prosecution and Super Blitz. Houston off a good way back, and so is Newand as they came up the side. Archbishop taking off very wide, and Champion of Danes is last by the 800, where Barossa Broadway led. Mustagula's up second a length away. All Carriage right behind them, and then came Toscanos. La Laguna's handily placed about fifth as they neared the corner. Then came Valkyrian, hooked to the outside from Yorkshire Lass and Super Blitz. Next Spectatorial. Out wider is Archbishop, followed by Houston off. Newand a long way back from Champion of Danes as they swing the corner, and Prosecution. They're homeward bound now, and Mustagula after the leader. Barossa Broadway. Toscanos chimes in. Valkyrian hooked to the outside is starting to come home well, and then Spectatorial, the deepest runner. Toscanos at the 300 got to the lead from Mustagula. La Lagoon switching course along the inside, and here's Spectatorial coming on the outside with Valkyrian. Spectatorial raced up to Toscanos, and La Lagoon at Spectatorial in front, 100 to go. Drew a neck, drew a half in front, and Spectatorial comes away to win the sires. Beats Toscanos. Third placing, a photo either Valkyrian or La Lagoon, and then Super Blitz a break to Houston off. Mustagula, All Carriage followed by Champion of Danes. Further back was Newand, who never came into it. A long break to Archbishop, Barossa Broadway, Prosecution, and Yorkshire Lass last in the sires produce. Typhoon the inside. Emission in gate 3 in red, black and white. They're set and away in the Blamey, and Typhoon jumped well in company with Nina Haraka, and Emission got away well in the early stages. El Caballo's going forward as they settle fully, and Go Flash Go round the outsides looking for the front as well by the 1400. Good pace, Go Flash Go working to the lead on the outside of El Caballo, and they lead Emission settling down right behind the pace third with Avilda around him. Nina Haraka gets well placed early in fifth spot, followed by Sedation. Akabilk a little wider, and then Typhoon, followed by Market Price. Then second coming towards the tail from Umaline and Vetiver last of all as they neared the 1,000. Go Flash Go the leader, half a length on Avilda, a length to El Caballo, and a length further back as Emission in the perfect place. Fourth on the outside with Akabilk around him travelling wide, and then came Nina Haraka. Sedation a neck further back from second, coming wide out, 800 to go. Typhoon buried away down on the rails as they neared the corner. Vetiver commences a run wide out from Market Price, and Umaline last as they neared the bend. At the 600, Akabilk let loose with a fast run round the outsiders, dashed to the lead before the home turn, and he sprinted away 2 lengths in front from Go Flash Go in third placing. On the outsiders, Avilda with Emission about to be challenging his position down the outside. Second coming is working home fairly well, and then Nina Haraka. Akabilk below the 400 over 2 lengths. Emission's got to the middle of the track and is coming out after him. Go Flash Go next, and then came Avilda, and second coming Market Price. Akabilk at the 200 against the fence in front. Emission winding up still. Then second coming Umaline and Vetiver, and Market Price has burst through late. Market Price has swept on them and comes away. Market Price beats Emission by 3. Second coming third, followed by Akabilk and Vetiver. Next to finish was Umaline out wide, and they were trailed then by Go Flash Go, Sedation and Avilda. Further back in the field is Nina Haraka towards the end in company with El Caballo, but it's a runaway win for number 14. Market Price and Vincent Hall. Number 14. Light flashing their away. Natural Tycoon jumped a little awkwardly over near the outside. Real Time got out fast with Faithful Love easing in behind them. Now, as they're all trying to stay away from the rails, Superforce just easing back behind Natural Tycoon, who'd sped away now down to the 800. It's Natural Tycoon from Superforce, and third placing Faithful Love in company with Real Time, Joshua's Pride, and Sedurka, who's closest to the middle of the track. Oamaru Rhythm behind them, followed by Bush Outlaw. A good way back, lands in near the outside rail well from Gold to Crystal and Zarovic amongst the tail enders, but Natural Tycoon sailing along out to the 450, leads by a couple of lengths at least to Superforce with Sedurka. They're followed then by Faithful Love, who's under pressure here. Oamaru Rhythm next, and then Joshua's Pride making ground, and Land's End down the outside rail. Zarovic getting away from the rails down the middle of the track. Natural Tycoon is tackled by Sedurka and Joshua's Pride. Oamaru Rhythm closest to this side in the blue colours. Sedurka in front of Oamaru Rhythm with 100 to go. Then Joshua's Pride. Sedurka in front, holds a length advantage nearing the line, and under the whip Sedurka takes it out, beats Oamaru Rhythm by 3/4. Joshua's Pride third, just in front of Bush Outlaw Gold. Crystal made ground, and then Land's End. A break behind them, Zarovic, Superforce and Natural Tycoon in company with Faithful Love. Well, they were the three that were really tried in the race, and they've run all to the tail end of the field with one more real-time absolute last in. Stand by for numbers. And the starter caught them very well, and King Lap, one of the first to bounce out in the middle of the line, and away fast as Nazaro, and Wildor began okay. West End Flyer and Kittlewick show pace on the outside. Green Raider jumped okay, is steadying, looking for somewhere to slot in from an outside barrier. As they go by the 600 the first time round, Star Pro is prominent too. And sorting them out now, it's West End Fly deep out in the green blinkers. Wildor just inside him. They're both working to the lead together. In front of Western Outlaw, the grey Full of Rhythm, and then Star Pro over on the inside. A length and a half further back is Fibber on the rails, followed by Zabuan. Kittlewick is next, a little wider out, and Green Raider still about 4 deep as they come by the 200 the first time. Next is Nazaro in links, followed by King Lap, His Word, a break of 3 or 4 links to Naucho, and 4 or 5 links to Parasam last of all. Now, at the post, a lap to go, and Wildor led. Green Raider moved up to be second, a neck away. West End Fly 2 lengths back third, another 2.5 lengths to Western Outlaw on the inside, and Full of Rhythm was on his outside. A length and a half behind them, Star Pro. Fibber back behind them over on the rails, followed by Zabuan, and next is Kittlewick travelling out 3 wide around Nazaro and Lynx. Another length to His Word, followed by King Lap, and 2 lengths back behind these is Naucho and Parasam last of all. Now Wildor left alone in front up the riverside. Green Raider steadied and sat back 2 lengths away. West End Flyer tucked in third. The inside Full of Rhythm is fourth and has settled a lot better today. At the 1800 he's being followed by Western Outlaw over on the rails in 5th placing. Wonder Star Pro. Another length Fibber over on the inside. Kittlewick wide. Zabuan trap between horses. A length and a half further back is Nazaro and Lynx together. 2 lengths to His Word. A length and a half to King Lap. And at the 1600 Naucho and Parasam bring up the rear together. Well, Wildor lobbing along at her own leisure out near the 1400's been beautifully rated in front by Nikolic, led by 2 lengths. Second is Green Raider. West End Flyer is third. A length away in 4th placing Full of Rhythm, followed then by Western Outlaw and Star Pro together. 1.5 behind them. Kittlewick hasn't had much luck, has been caught 3 wide the whole way. Fibber and Zabuan next. 2 lengths Nazaro outside links. A length and a half further back is His Word. Then King Lap, Parasam and Naucho's last of all. Wildor out near the 1,000 metres by a length to the favourite Green Raider. West End Flyer third, Full of Rhythm fourth, the outside, a length and a half Star Pro. Western Outlaw is next, and then Kittlewick, followed by Fibber, and then came Zabuan trying to go forward between horses, followed by His Word and Nazaro Lynx. Then Naucho taking off round the outside, and King Lap and Parasam the last 2. Wildor at the 650 comes for home, a narrow leader, but here come the challengers. Full of Rhythm out wide and Star Pro. The 2 greys put in their bids. Green Raider goes with them, and they immediately head off as Wildor as they corner. Naucho's running into it wide out in the white blinkers, and then Kittlewick and Zabuan, His Word trying to weave through, and King Lap getting to the outside. At the 400 metres now, Star Pro deep on the track has raced up to go to the lead. Naucho coming down the outside. Green Raider's still there battling away, and then came Full of Rhythm, Zabuan, Kittlewick, and back behind them is Nazaro. Star Pro in front. Naucho's wobbled out to the outside rail, and then Full of Rhythm and Green Raider. It's Star Pro the leader though. He's over a length in front. Star Pro holding out Naucho, and Star Pro beats Naucho. Third will go to Zabuan in a photo ahead of Full of Rhythm. Close up Fibber, Nazaro, and then a break to Parasam, King Lap and Green Raider. Next was Lynx, trailed by Kittlewick. Long break in the field to Western Outlaw back there with Wildor and His Word, and West End Flyer last to greet the judge. Star Pro, the South Australian, has taken out the 7. Bookmakers rule a line of betting announcement to follow. Substitute is number 3, Tiger's Eye. Now Adolescents to move back in with honourable mention, and we'll have them right to go. Handicap. Tiger's Eye won from the outside as the favourite. Adolescent stood well on the Cerise down near the inside. Off they go. Mr. Prudent has dawdled out of the barriers and Dueling was back there too. Adolescent's one of the first out. Sonology pushing up on the inside to head him off. Honourable Mention settling down third and Black Ledger moving up to fourth, followed by Cotton Street, Tiger's Eye, and then Dueling and Rocky Sunrise. Evans on their outside and 2 or 3 to Mr. Prudent by the 1700 metres, and Sonology the leader about 3/4 clear. Honourable Mention running second and a couple of lengths away as Adolescent settling down well third. Cotton Street on the rails in fourth placing, followed then a length further back by Tiger's Eye and Black Ledger around him. Another length in the field, Rocky Sunrise out by the 1400, followed by Evans, Dueling and Mr. Prudent. Sonology the leader. He's out by a length and a quarter. Honourable Mention running second, a length and a half away in third placing. Black Ledger pulling his way up wide on the course to get into third place at the 1200. Then came Adolescence and Cotton Street down on the rail. One to Tiger's Eye within 6 or 7 of the leader. Evans is out very wide, followed by Dueling, and down on the inside Rocky Sunrise and Mr. Prudent last. At the 1000 metres, and Sonology had backed the tempo off and he leads by 3/4. Honourable Mention running second. Third placing held by Black Ledger, but he has been racing wide. Next is Adolescence in the All Cerise. He's had a good run near the speed, followed then by Cotton Street, Tiger's Eye. A length and a half to Dueling and Evans, followed by Rocky Sunrise, and still Mr. Prudent last as they neared the corner. 600 left to go, and Sonology in front, but he's been headed now by Honourable Mention, who worked to the lead. Wide out Black Ledger and Adolescence between them, starting to come home well. Tiger's Eyes come with his run to the extreme outside, and he's got plenty to give as they enter the straight. And then came Evans and Cotton Street pushing through down on the inside, but Tiger's Eye let loose. And at the 300 metre mark, the favourite raced away from them. Adolescence and Honourable Mention battling away behind this leader. Mr. Prudent to the outside is making good ground, but Tiger's Eye with a good lead at the 100 metres. He's 4 in front. Mr. Prudent and Cotton Street both come home well, but Tiger's Eye at last the favourite wins for the punters. Tiger's Eye won it easily from Mr. Prudent. Cotton Street third, then came Dueling and Adolescence. Honourable Mention followed by Black Friars, a long break to Evans, Rocky Sunrise and Sonology last in. To wait all day, but a favourite's got there. Number 3, Tiger's Eye, written by Stephen